Okie doke. We are back at it. So, hopefully, you guys are having a fun time and, a good last day of the current year. It is 2025, the final day. And then, of course, tomorrow, midnight, it'll be the new year in 2026. So, hopefully, you guys got something cool planned. If not, then, no problem. I do have a New Year's party that I've been invited to, so I won't be able to stream too long, but we can at least work on some like uh, party building. We're not currently at war. We can't really find the Tournament of Champions because we still got to wait like 6 more weeks in the game. But what we can do is we can start outfitting our companions and like tweaking their skills so that we can actually utilize them to the fullest potential. Because right now, we're not utilizing them. So we want to fix that. With that being said, I have an idea on how to do it. Went to the classic old YouTube, figured out what's a good way to kind of like set it up. But we'll see. And maybe you guys can, drop in some opinions as well on what you think would be most useful. But that's the game plan. We're going to do it for probably about an hour and a half. And then I gotta dip out. So hopefully you guys can enjoy for that hour and a half or so. And then I will probably stream tomorrow as well. And we'll probably be continuing if we don't finish our companions. We'll kind of continue upgrading them. And then, as we upgrade our companions, we'll also try and get some battles going so we can get their skills up as well. But all in all, that's the game plan for today. Is really build up our companions so that we can get something good going and really, have them cracking for the new year. So, without further ado, we'll switch over to our waiting screen and start setting it up. So, like I mentioned last time, I tried moving, guess I can't really, there we go. Wait, point this way. I tried moving this to the center of the screen instead of the bottom corner of the screen. So now you get to see kind of like, ideally, this guy a little bit more centrally. So now that it's in the center, you get to kind of see what's going on a little bit more while still being able to view our chat. And, because my mirror, okay, the camera is flipped. And because it's flipped, when I point this way, I'm actually pointing away from the screen that I want to point to. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to be able to point to this side. But you can see the chat, and then you can see what we're doing while also still seeing my ugly mug. So if that's cool, then cool. If not, too bad, because I think it's cool. So we'll go ahead and hit play. We'll ignore all of those errors because they're not true. But basically, they kind of say like, oh, if you're doing a mod, like you need these things, and then if you look, we have those versions. So I don't know why it gives us that message, but it's basically saying, hey, make sure your messages or your mod versions match with what every mod version is requiring. So we always are kind of up to date on those. So again, you just hit confirm and move on. Hearing audio yet has me worried I might be talking to myself. Let's check our stream setup. We're not talking to ourselves. Okay, all right, cool. We're good. We're good. All right. Always a worry of mine now that I've spent like 30 minutes before talking. Oh, and there's the sound cue. Okay, so it was just the game loading. All right. Oh, I was worried there. I was like, all right, let's not talk to nobody for 30 minutes straight, like at least make it to where like they can hear what we're saying, Okay, so we'll be continuing from here. I'm not sure where we're at. I don't think we're at war. And so, yeah, like I said, we're going to mainly focus on the campaign companions. Okay. Yeah, not at war. And yeah, we just declared peace with Sturgia, and they're paying us money every day. Nice, that's good. We like that. Oh yeah, we were doing revenue farming. Oh, and we lost our crowned helmet. I remember now. So we fought in this tournament. We did not win. And the prize was a crowned helmet, which, even though it's a little bit worse than the current helmet, it's cool enough that like we definitely would have worn it. But in hindsight, it's probably better that we don't have it, because I don't think we've earned the ability to wear a crown, because let's face it, we've been having our butt kicked this whole time. So it's probably best that that annoying chick won. Where was it? This chick, I think she was the one that beat us. So just know, if we see this chick in open battle, oh, whoops. If we see this chick in open battle, dude, we're killing her. We're going after this chick. Okay, because she won that tournament crown from us. She did not deserve it. We fought our way. It's good we don't have it, I guess, because I guess we didn't really like exemplify kingship yet, but still, we just don't like this chick. Cassie Rhea. We need to keep her forever in our thoughts for robbing us of that. Okay, alright, let's look at our companions real quick. Okay, so we got my wife, my brother, his wife, my sister, our smith, our back alley street dude. What's this guy gonna be? Okay, this is the back alley street dude. What's this guy gonna be? Probably a clan party leader. Clan leader. And clan leader. Okay, so we're gonna change his name. So it's Emeldulf. We'll keep that, I guess, because why not? But he's gonna be, we can keep the loud just for sake, but then we'll put in parentheses CP, for clan party leader, or maybe we'll put the L too, CPL. Boom. Okay, so he's got CPL to it. So now when we look at him, we know what he is, and it's a little bit easier for us. So let's look at, I think this guy was also, so we'll keep him, his current name can be what it is for now. Fair. So if I use backspace while doing this, it ends up like backing out of the menus. So that's why I highlight it instead of click backspace when we make an error. Okay, and then let's look at, I think this one was the other one. Yasmilla. The spice vendor. CPL. All right, so now we know what they're doing. Okay. Then this guy is our blacksmith, so we'll go ahead and name him that. And then bitter rot. Blacksmith. Okay. Nice. And for some reason he's not favorited, so we'll go and favorite him. And then this guy is our alleyway leader, so we'll change him to, I mean, his name is a little bit easier to know that he's the alley leader, but he's gonna be back alley leader. I hope BL makes sense. I don't know if I'll remember that, but the robber should be enough to like get it for me. Okay, so now if we do this and go back, they should have their updated names. Okay, excellent. So now their names are updated. Okay, so now let's go to our inventory. Yes, okay, I'm liking that better. All right, so let's go back here. Or can we go to their we go to their skills from this page? No. Okay. All right. So we'll stay in the party for now. Okay. So how do we want to set these guys up? So we'll put our clan party leaders towards the bottom. And then I also found out that if you organize this by tier and you put the worst guys at the bottom, these are the guys when you're over troop limit at the bottom, they'll desert first. So you don't lose your like high level guys if you keep them at the top, which is what we want to do. Which is not how we had it set up before. So we were like, anytime we were over troop capacity, we were losing our good guys instead of the scrubs. And it looks like we can also get 8 more troops. So that's nice. Okay, so let's go to Amdolf the Loud and look at his skills. So he's got 1 hand, 2 hand, pole arm, horse riding, throwing, and crossbow. Okay, so he's set up pretty nicely to be one of our commanders, despite his, you know, including his other skills. So let's go to him, Amdolf the Loud. So he's got throwing and one-handed, but he could also use a pole arm. We have a pole arm. We do not. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take that off of him, the throwing axes, and we'll leave this space open for a pole arm. Probably switch that to 1 hand down there, and then the pole arm is what he'll like spawn with. Okay, so that's probably, actually wait, we'll leave the sword as his default. And then his riding is pretty good. So we'll keep his riding in mind, okay? Let's see which one has the best riding skill. 106 and then 110, and then what does she have? 94. Okay. I'm wondering how we want to do this. Are they all on foot right now? No, he was not on foot. And she's on foot. Okay, so now they're all on foot, so that way they can level up their fighting skills. So I actually do want to give him these throwing axes. And we'll have these guys level up their throwing. Then this one can level up his throwing. So this is a good axe, the Berserker axe. I really like that axe because it's 1 hand or 2 hand. Okay. And then this girl, same thing. It'd be nice to give her an axe. Okay. But she's on foot. Okay. So now we want to look at their banners, because we're going to make them in charge of some different troops. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at all of our banners. Okay, so the banners are at top. So we want to increase melee damage against mounted troops. Increased morale shock. Decreased taken shield damage. If these guys were in charge of infantry, that would be good. But I want them to be kind of in charge of like skirmisher divisions. That way they can throw the weapons. Because the way I'm thinking of setting up our initial attack is we're going to have 2 archer divisions. Hopefully one just archers and then the other one crossbows. But for now it'll just be Archer Division 1 and Archer Division 2. Then we'll have a skirmisher division, preferably 2 for each side. And then we'll have a main infantry division, which I'll probably be in command of. And then We'll probably have 2 cavalry divisions to protect the flanks of our skirmisher and archer wings. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of set them up so that we have like cavalry on the edges, then we'll have skirmishers in line, and then we'll have our archers in the back on those edges, and then we'll have our like main infantry block in the center to kind of like get the enemy going. So with that being said, this main infantry block I'll be in charge of. Then we'll have 2 companions in the skirmisher divisions, and then 2 companions in the archer divisions, and then maybe some companions in the cavalry divisions. But you know, it'll just kind of depend. So, right now they're working on their throwing. So let's look at their throwing. Okay, he's at 91. He's also, wait, was that the same one? Okay, he's at 66. So he really needs to level up his throwing. Keep picking that guy. Okay, and 61 also needs to level up the throwing. Okay, so this person has no archer skills. So she's literally just going to be our one hand and throwing gal. So, yeah, we want her to stay like she is. But these 2 guys, this guy could be a crossbow dude. So Amdolf the Loud, let's put him in charge of crossbows, actually. Okay, I don't think we have a crossbow yet. So when we get a crossbow, we'll give it to him. But for now, he'll just be kitted out like so. We'll keep that so we don't lose it. But this guy is going to be our crossbow dude. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. And then this guy will make our archer dude. So let's go ahead and Burkreed is going to be archer. And we definitely have archery stuff for him. So which bow is the best bow? Probably this one, right? Nope. Says it's this one. Okay. And I agree. That one is better. Yeah. Okay. This is 1 pierce plus 25 arrows. But it says there's a better one. 3 pierce and 20 arrows. And since he's gonna be in the archer division, he doesn't really need a shield. So let's go ahead and kit him with another set of arrows. That way he can just really... Actually, no. We'll kit him with some javelins. That way he can also like throw some javelins as well as do some archery stuff. So if he's close enough in the fight that he can throw javelins, he'll throw them, and otherwise who's picking them off with the thing. This way we can level up his throwing weapon as well as level up his shooting. Okay, I like that. And then I also don't want him on horseback. Okay. And then who in our party decrease taken range damage? I'm looking for a banner that increases range damage. This one. Okay. Good. Ooh, increased troop movement speed. Actually, that's better for archers. So this guy is going to have increased troop movement speed. That way our archers can be able to move quickly whenever we like cause them and tell them to retreat. Okay, that's good. Then this guy Increase melee damage against mounted troops. So he's not going to be doing any fighting on the ground. So we can actually increase his ranged damage for the division that he commands. That's good. Then as the infantry, yeah, we do want to decrease the taken range damage on our guy because we're going to be the infantry captain. Okay. Okay. Then decrease taken shield damage. So we'll have her in charge of the skirmisher division. But they shouldn't have too many shields, but so maybe there's a better banner for her. Increase melee damage against mounted troops. For now, that's probably better. Because the troops that she's going to be commanding won't have a lot of shields because they'll be shock troops, like skirmisher type troops. So it's better for her to like take out mounts out of their current stuff. Yeah, that's probably the better banner. Okay. So let's look at these banners. Decrease taken range damage. Decrease taken range damage. No banner, no banner. Decreased charge damage. I don't know. We'll probably also have him join our skirmisher division just so that he can level up his throwing and stuff. So let's look at him real quick. Yeah, his throwing is pretty good. And we really don't want him getting hurt because he's our main blacksmith. So yeah, we'll stick him in our skirmisher division. So decreased charge damage, probably also good for him to have that. Okay. And what about this guy? Decreased charge damage. What's our robber dude? What's his... all in all, he's got some good throwing. So yeah, we'll keep him as he is and stick him in another skirmisher division. Okay. So decreased range taken. Oh, whoops, that's me. Okay, so the robber. Decreased charge damage. Okay, that's probably good. Okay. Honestly, you know what? We'll keep him in charge of the cavalry. Yeah, we need at least one cavalry dude. So he can be our cavalry dude. Because he is just going to be the back alley dude in charge of like the back alleys. So we can at least have him like leveling up his throwing and stuff on horseback, and then he can kind of keep his horse going. Yeah, that's probably going to be better. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that setup better. Good. Okay, now with that being said, let's look at our family. So this is our wife. Okay, so she's got... Well, actually, we need to look at our wife's skill tree. So she's going to have a ton of skills, and she's definitely going to be a party leader. And, oh, she's pregnant. Excellent. So let's have her working on her bow. Yeah, we want her working on her bow. So we're going to go ahead and take those off. And then, wow, that's for my guy. Every time. I'm so like, oh yeah, we're looking at this character, so therefore we're working on that character. But no, that's my character. We want to be on the wife. Okay, so the wife... let's go ahead and have her lose that and that. And then we'll give her this bow as well as those arrows. And then because she's my wife, I'm kind of tempted to let her keep the shield. And we'll keep her in charge of the other archer division. So let's think about this. This is Archer Division 1. Yeah, Archer Division 1. Then once we get a crossbow, I think he's going to be in charge of the Archer Division, but for now we'll have the wife in charge of the second Archer Division. So now we got our 2 Archer Divisions, captains, okay. So now let's look at our brother. What's our brother's skill set? Yes. Okay. Our brother's skill set... He needs to work on his throwing. But his polearm is pretty good, and his 2-hand's pretty good. And he'll also be a pretty good captain party leader for us as well. So, does he have a horse? No. But I kind of want him working on his throwing weapon. Okay. And then we'll go back over to her. Yeah, okay. So he had better gear. And then we'll put him in charge of the other cavalry division that we're going to have. And then, honestly, he needs a better weapon. Okay. So the weapon reach is 116, so that's good. This one, the cut is better, so I actually want that one. Okay, maybe it's not better. Yeah, the cut is better. Okay, I was looking at the wrong side. Yeah, I thought the weapon reach was 129, so I wanted him to have the longer weapon. But no, this one's better, so he'll have this one. Actually, wait a minute. Let's think about this. Is she on the ground? She is. Who has our... Was it my guy that had the axe? The one-handed, two-handed axe? Like it was. Which... Okay, this guy. So we're going to give that axe to our brother. Because it's a one-hand and two-hand axe. We're going to go back to this guy. We're going to give him the two-hand axe. Since he doesn't have a shield anyways, he can just have that beastly axe. And since our brother has a shield, he can have the one-hand or two-hand axe. So the weapon reach isn't too much shorter, so that should be okay. Alright, so I like that setup for him. And then he's also going to be in charge of the cavalry, so yeah, decreased taken range damage is better than these guys. Actually, decreased taken shield damage. I'm trying to think if that might be better, because normally we're going to be using our cavalry as a defensive line. They're not going to be attacking too much. It's probably better to have less range damage, because they're definitely going to be hit by arrows more. So, what's this guy? He's our archer. Where was our other cavalry dude? Was it this guy? Yeah, this guy. Decrease taken charge damage. Okay, that's probably good too. Because they're going to get charged a lot by the enemy cavalry. So that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. Alright, let's go to his wife now. So let's hit done. and look at his wife's skills. Okay, another good party leader. So she has no throwing ability at all. I think we're gonna stick her in. Man, this is a tough choice. Do I want her to be... You know what? She'll probably end up just being a governor, to be honest, based off her stats. So it'd probably be better to upgrade her bow skills, since if she ever did fight, she'd be fighting defending the city that she's governing, like the governor of. So with that being said, okay, she does have bow equipped. Excellent. And then we'll keep her as an archer. And unfortunately, we'll just go with the morale shock, but both of these are no good for us, I think. Okay, do we want to give her a second set of arrows? I mean, what kind of axes do we have? Use those arrows first because they're better, and then she can use those arrows second. And then we'll keep that shield. Yeah, I like that. So she'll be another archer. Okay. So, real quick, let's call her... Okay, so she doesn't get like a fancy title. So, Yaska Governor. Okay, so now we know that the brother's wife is going to be a governor. Okay. And then she's mainly working on her archery at this stage. Okay. And then we have Ian being in charge of ENG5, our first viewer that interacted with us on this campaign. And then we'll have him be a horse cavalry dude. Okay. And then my wife, what was she in charge of? I think she was going to be the other shield person, like the other archer person. So we had archer 1 and then archer 2. Okay, so let's look at the daughter. Or I guess my sister, actually. Not the daughter, my sister. Okay, what's my sister's skill set? Okay, throwing and riding. Seriously, that's it? That can't be it. Okay, yeah. So she just doesn't have a lot of skills, but she's got throwing and riding and one-handed. Okay. And I think we were preparing her to be a governor as well. In the athletics. So probably boost that up. Alright, so she's going to be a governor as well. So we'll go with Alda governor. And then for now, we'll kit her with the skirmisher setup, which she pretty much has already, so we're good. And I guess we'll also put morale shock on her. And then she does not need a horse. Let's go ahead and put that on my horse. And we'll put the next best one on his horse. And then was anybody else a horse commander? This guy was the robber. Okay, but he's already out kitted. What's the weapon reach? 100? Okay. Alright, so now let's just make sure everybody is looking at their best with gear. Okay, so now everyone has their best gear. Alright, I'm liking that setup now. Okay, so now if we look at our party, we need some more archers. We can get 8 more troops. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way this way. Oh wait, actually, it's probably a good point to save, because we did a lot of stuff. Okay. So now let's make our way over here. So we're going to be making our way to Omar to do all of these revenue collections for that lord. And let's go ahead and assault the hideout. We're going to make sure all of our companions are in. And then we will also do our low tier guys as well. That way they can level up. Oh, so let's go ahead and put them. Sure. Oh, whoops. Don't want to have the fast forward right now. F1. Alright. F2, F2. Okay, they're in shield wall. And then we'll also have them fire at will. And then now we'll have them F1, F3. I thought that was an enemy, but it was just the bag right there. Wow, we missed that guy. Okay. So I love the fact that I learned that X actually like takes the throwing weapon and makes it a melee weapon. I never knew that in all my time playing. So, gonna kind of level up our throwing skill. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that didn't hit. Okay, we got that guy, good. Oh, okay. Nice, we got that one. Oh, that really hurt. Let's throw at that guy. Nice, broke his shield. Wow, we hit the freaking pole right there. Okay, nice. Now, can we get any more of our throwing stuff back? Nice, we can. Don't mind me just refilling our gear. Okay, who else can we throw at? Nice. She gained a level. Excellent. We want our companions leveling up. What's amazing, that cloth was actually taking those... Hey, look, this cloth was strong enough to take the javelin and all the axes. Instead of like in real life, you know, when it would just go through. So, good to know. Cloth is like indestructible. Alright, we can hit this guy. That mighty throw. Oh, I can't believe we actually hit him. Oof. Okay, let's see if we can hit those guys even further. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and sprint. So we're gonna start throwing these axes. Oh, we had only one axe left to throw. Okay. Ow, that hurt so much. Okay, that really is no good. Okay, we really need to focus on defense right here. Because apparently we're a high value target. And based off of this, we are definitely not going to do the 1v1. Because look how slow we're swinging as well. Yeah, so we're going to definitely not take the 1v1. If I hadn't got hit so many times, maybe. But because I got hit so many times, definitely not. So we don't fight with brigands. What? Okay. So I actually want to like remove that feature. RTS camera. Because it asked me at the beginning, do I want to have fast forward? Only consider hero troops when looking for target to control. I actually like that. Then look to character using mouse. Okay. Fast forward during hideouts. I actually don't want that on. Okay. Much better. Because when I fast forward, I got an extra hit because it automatically took me out of it. Okay, so we lost one of each. Not bad. Okay, and then we'll take that guy. And we'll recruit up these guys. And they each got some levels. Let's go ahead and look here. Yeah, we'll go without. Okay. Take all that and upgrade our stuff. We'll go kind of in descending order. Make sure everybody's kitted out with the best gear. Okay, everyone has the best gear. All right, let's go back over here. What else can we get rid of? And then we'll keep those. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of all that. And then did we get any? No, we didn't get any banners. Okay. And then can we get rid of, nope. Get rid of that and 2 of those. Okay. We're rocking and rolling. Can we make it to this city? No, it's gonna make us go all the way around this mountain bridge now, so we're not gonna do that. So let's move this way. See if we can't get anybody here. So they become good cavalry. But we want some more bowmen. I guess we'll grab them for now. Actually, you know what? We'll take the cavalry guys. I don't think we have any cavalry, so it'll be good to have them like upgrade into cavalry. So let's go ahead and go over here. Oh, actually, we can trap these guys. So we'll get these guys as well. And the reason why we're going to go after these guys is so we can set up our army divisions since they're close by. And we are much faster than them. The AI is always very stupid when it comes to cornering these guys, so I don't really trust it. So now I trust we will be able to do it. Okay, and I've healed up enough, good, that I'm in control. And then now we can set up our army. Okay, so let's go ahead and select all heroes and move them here. No. Okay, that didn't work. So just go one at a time. Okay, so we got to get rid of everybody before we can figure out what we're going to do. Okay, so infantry-wise, we're good. So Cavalry Division 2, we wanted... was it her? I feel like it was her. We'll assign her captain of this division. And then... can we look at... no, we can't look at the encyclopedia. Dang it. Oh, I wish I wrote it down or something. Okay, probably this person, maybe? Okay. I knew one of these was also supposed to be in there. Okay, so that's probably good. And then for our horses, I think I know we wanted our brother in charge of them. And it does say he's mounted, so that's good. And then there was one other guy that's also mounted. Who was it? Probably this guy? Robert, maybe? Alright, so now if we go to 4... okay, so they are both not mounted, so I guess I was wrong. Oh, no, okay. He was mounted. This guy? No. Okay, why are there two? Okay, alright, there we go. So why are there two guys that aren't mounted here? Decreased charge damage. I think he was the other mounted dude. Dang it, he's not mounted either. This girl? Nope. This guy? Nope. This guy? Nope. Okay. This one. Yo, where is the other mounted person? Okay, so it was that guy. Alright, whatever. Wait, is that... I think the robber was the one that we said was also mounted. Okay. I don't know why these guys don't have a mount, but it says that they're cavalry. That's weird. Okay. Alright. That's better. And then... archer-wise... since she has the better archer skills, we're gonna have her have the, like, higher tier archers. And then since she has the lesser one, we'll give her the ones with shields. So heavier armor, no, just higher tier. Okay, and then this one, she'll have preference towards the shields. Alright, so she's got the higher tier ones because her skill's better, and she's got the shield ones because why not? Alright. For better yet, she'll just have the stragglers. Okay. There we go. All right, so now what we need to do is we want to set up a skirmisher division. Okay. And I think basically everybody over here can be skirmisher. So which one? This guy should be the leader, I guess. Wait, does he have a decrease taken ranged attack damage? Increased morale shot. Bow 75. Bow 89. Bow 45. He has increased range damage. I feel like he was supposed to be our archer captain. Oh, he was also supposed to be an archer captain. Okay, so he has the troop movement speed. So he'll be in charge of the fast ones. And then I guess he was the other one. So he'll be in charge of the lesser ones. Okay. Then is she cavalry? No, she's not. Okay. All right. Well, fine. All right. That's a good setup. So let's go ahead. I think she's a skirmisher now that I think about it. And let's go ahead and make them like a very small detachment, and they're going to have the throwing weapons. And then my guys are going to be the shield dudes. Okay. Then I want him to level up his throwing as well. So if we go over here, every time we add someone, we need to see if they have their throwing stuff. Which don't look like they have a lot of throwing stuff, to be honest. She definitely has like an archer setup. That's the higher tier one. I'd rather her the captain and this guy the captain. With this guy in there. Okay. Then these two were definitely going to be that one. Okay. What's this guy? It's the girl. This one. Okay. I know this is not the coolest thing right now, but we're setting it up for success. We're setting ourselves up for success. Okay. So he's got throwing weapons, throwing weapons, throwing weapons. Okay. What about her? Throwing, throwing, throwing. Okay, so nobody has archer stuff over here. So now let's do... Which one has the best infantry influence? This girl. Okay, so she's going to be captain with her banner. Okay. And then we'll just throw this person... Did she have archer stuff? She does have archer stuff. Okay, so we'll throw her in with this archer division. Okay, so now we got our main setup. Okay, that's good. All right, so now we want to go ahead and have our infantry division there, and then we'll set up our soldiers here. And then I think the looters are charging us. Yeah, they are. And then we'll just leave those guys where they're at. And then we want these throwing guys to level up. I think most of our companions are in this division as well. So we're going to want these guys set up like that. And then we'll have these guys basically set up like that. And then we'll have them in a shield wall just distracting the enemy. And actually, we're going to put them in a square now that I think about it. Not like they need it, because these are just looters, but the practice is what we're going for. So these guys are going to be hurling their stuff over at those guys. And we can go ahead and join them in throwing. Okay. Oh, missed. Okay, and then...
Heaven save us!
Okay, good. So they're going to level up their throwing, companion-wise. And then these guys are just kind of going to be the distraction. And that's going to be kind of our new game plan tactically. And as we get more troops, we will undoubtedly improve our setup. But for now, that's how I like it. All right, and let's go ahead and upgrade. And honestly, we're just going to take that and that one beer, and then we're good. Okay, so now that our system is set up, we've distributed our companions so that way they should be set up good on the... Whoa. Oh my gosh, we can't actually get over here without going all the way around. Okay, so we're going to have to actually go back to Varnapool and summon our boat so we can sail over there. I didn't realize that they got rid of the land bridge. Oh wait, maybe it's... Is it walkable? No, it's not. Okay, yeah, no. I didn't realize they got rid of the land bridge. Vote to sign... I want to lose my influence for this. Sure. We'll gain some more relation with these guys. Yeah, see, and it didn't really help with that guy. Okay. Okay. So he's close to leveling up. What were we doing for him? Probably clan party leader as well. So if we could get some sort of steward. Okay, we like the endurance increase. Yeah, sure. And then he leveled up one of his socials. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, okay. We were going over there to do the revenue. So we can't get over there unless we go see. And then I remember someone leveled up as well. We got a new level in throwing. Triple damage against shields with throwing axes. Plus 50% damage to shields with throwing weapons by troops in your formation. Plus 2 ammunition for throwing weapons. Plus 10 experience from battles to your troops and your party equipped with throwing weapons. like damage against the shields is much better in the long run. Okay, and then this guy leveled up. So we'll upgrade their athletics. Okay. This person leveled up. We'll also upgrade their athletics. This person leveled up as well. Go ahead and level up his vigor stat. And let's go ahead and level that up as well. Actually, I don't want him to level up his vigor. I want him to level up his control. We'll go back to me, and we'll go back to Splinters, and then we'll go to her, and we'll upgrade her athletics. Okay, this person... probably also for athletics. And then this person, athletics. Okay, that's good. Wait a minute. We're going over here, guys. We're going over here. Okay. And then we don't want him. So let's go ahead and go to the port and call our fleet. We'll wait for our fleet to show up. Okay, and then we will set sail over to Omar so that we can actually do our revenue collecting. And then we'll also take out that hideout. Okay, we're not very fast. Otherwise I would take those guys, but we're not going to catch them. Okay, got some levels going. We'll recruit both of those guys because they're archers. And then we'll see what we have here. Go ahead and repair the ships. Nobody over here. Okay, just discovering those people. And then let's look at our trade. Okay, so we can trade that for a lot of money. We can trade that for a lot of money. We'll sell one of those. Sell that for a good amount. Sell that for a good amount. And then beer is cheap, so I'll just grab all the beer. Anything else? Do we have any? No. Okay. Alright, so that's good for us there. And then go ahead and save. Because I'm going to click on the smithy and it may or may not crash. Okay, so it doesn't. Cool. Alright, can we do this one? We can. Okay, so he can get us some money. Nice. This one will upgrade. Nice. And then can we do this one? Not really. But we'll just... Oh, okay, they accepted his craftsmanship. Cool. Can we do this one as well? Doesn't look like it, but... Alright. We'll probably fail that one. Yep. Cool. So we got some much needed experience. We'll go ahead and smelt that, and then get rid of that. I kind of want to keep the throwing axe. Okay, it's close to leveling up, so... Oh, no, okay, so he's tired. Okay, cool. Excellent. And then... let's go ahead and leave. Lose 500, gain negative 54 influence. Gain 200 influence. Yeah, we're going to do this one. Shower him with gold and tell him he should feel free to embellish your story as he sees fit. 20 renown and 200 influence is crazy. And all it cost us was $1,000. Totally worth it. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our way over here. Start collecting some revenue. Tell your men to be careful and touch nothing in a house where anyone has been sick. Okay. Take that person. And then what can we get here? Honestly, not much. Okay, let's go ahead and... okay, order your men to break up the crowd by force. Bargain with the group agreeing to forgive the debts of the poorest villager. Increase relation. Nice. Okay, and was that all of the ones that we needed? It was. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back over here. And then we'll do this hideout. Okay. Excellent. And she's going to pay us extra money to do the hideout because someone she knows got captured, which is great. We'll hand over that. Excellent. And then... is there anybody... nope. Okay. Let's make our way over here. Nice. We made it just in time to assault it. So we don't have to do the sneak mode. And we don't have to wait either. Alright, so let's go ahead and put all of our companions in there, as well as the low-level guys. Cool. Excellent. And shields up. Fire at will. And charge. Oh my gosh. Nice. Okay, we're getting their throwing going. Ooh, can't believe I got that hit. And... oh man, just missed that one. Oh. Oh, we'll just wait. Throw there. Throw there. Throw there. Nice. And then let's go ahead and throw down there. Ooh, dang, that was a good throw, dude. Yeah, excellent. Good job. Nice. See, that extra shield damage was good. Go ahead and fill all of our javelins. Alright, this guy's way over there. Oh, I thought we got him on that one. And these guys are all just waiting, so... Nice, good job, guys. Nice, come on. Come on, team. Come on, team, hit him. Fine. Ooh. Just chop off his arm? I think they did. Excellent. And then we want the experience for our guys, so we're going to let them just go at it. Nice, excellent. And that's what we like to see, them leveling up. Okay, so we lost all those guys, not bad. We'll take those prisoners, and we'll take them, and then I think we have some looters that we can get rid of. Yep. Nice. And then these guys... So none of those guys can really be archers, but you know what, why not? And then we'll go ahead and upgrade everybody. Take all the gear, see if anybody needs a better kit. Nice. Okay, so we'll go ahead and dump all those. And dump that as well. Pretty expensive, so we'll sell some of those. And we'll dump these as well. Okay. Nice. And that's everything. Okay, and then a bunch of people leveled up. So, +5 party size. She's going to be a governor, so that's better. Yeah, she's a clan party leader. So yeah, bigger army for her. Then this is our smith. And +5 combat movement speed when you have no shields. So let's go with powerful. Okay. And we went ahead and completed that mission for our other lady friend. Excellent. Don't think anybody else had any levels. Ah, she does. Okay. So let's go ahead and level up her endurance. So that she can start getting her athletics up. Okay. Excellent. Alright, we're sitting pretty right now. And I'm gonna have to leave pretty soon, so we'll probably do something else. What else can we do? Can we declare war? Make an alliance. 0%. 0. Consider declaring war with 100% support. Opposed. Opposed. They're giving us money, which is nice. So, you know what? Maybe we should declare war on Sturgia. Yeah, I think we declare war on Britannia. Yeah, let's see if we can get that going. Because we got 200 free influence for that. And we're already over here. Yeah, I think I like that. Just trying to see if there's any coastal cities besides this one. Nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can't declare war on Britannia. We'll have 100% support, so everybody should be in favor. So everyone said yay. I mean, I guess I'll spend 20 influence, even though I was the one declaring the war. So I can get some relations. Okay, so we still got influence to gain. And what we'll do is we'll kind of snake our way up the river so that our fleet is like at least nearby. Or do we even care about that? Where's the next closest port city? Honestly, all the port cities are pretty far away, so like really like port stuff isn't gonna really matter too much. So we might as well just leave our ship here and make our way on foot. I want to kind of inspect these guys because I do like the position of this one. So let's see if we can't go that way. And then... Okay, so everybody's pretty expensive. But let's go to our clan and go to parties. And since we are set up good, we had this person that wanted to be a party leader. And she has the highest stewardship. Yes. And we'll give her some troops. I'm trying to see... Okay, that's probably fine. And then we'll have her join us, and it should be free for her to join us. Yeah. But unfortunately, she needs to recruit people. But that should level her up, so that's good. We want to go ahead and do form-fitting armor. And then... kind of want to follow her a little bit. And then, do I want to set up another party? This guy's steward is too low, so we'll let him be a party member. And we'll give him a few troops, but I honestly don't want to give him that many. Oof, that one hurt. Okay. All right, so as they build up, cool. All right, so we'll let them build up their army strengths while we okay, are they being stupid? What are they doing? Why are they going over this way and not getting troops? Okay. I'm not liking what they're doing right now. Look kind of stupid to me. Okay. Defensive. Defensive. Alright. Hopefully that means that they'll start like recruiting some people. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna start like just grabbing anybody and everybody. No. Okay. Mm-hmm. 40% of its party size limit. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Didn't really think that through. But, okay. So be it. Hopefully they build up their stuff while we do our own thing. And we'll kind of recruit some more troops. They have a lot of infantry and not a lot of ranged. Speed's kind of slow. A lot of infantry and all infantry. So you know what? We might go fight these guys. I feel like we could probably take them. Alright. And then after this, I'll probably call it quits.
You want to tell me who you are? Or...
Okay. So the power scale is pretty even. We do have a lot more range like we want. And we should be good. So, you know what? We'll have this person in charge. Put this person in charge. Nice, okay, I kind of like that. Alright. So we'll have these guys in our customary square. We'll have these archers on this hilltop shooting down. Really like this terrain set up for us. We'll have these guys here. I like that set up a little bit better. And then over here, kind of like that. Maybe a little bit up. They should all be able to hit everybody. And then we'll have these skirmishers kind of in a line here. Set up like that. That way they can throw down. And then we'll have these guys probably on this flank. And a shield wall. Kind of out of the way. And then that should be good. See how this pans out. They're about 28. Okay, so let's go ahead and have the 5th Division hold their fire. So they do have cavalry, which we kind of expected. I like this terrain setup for us, though. And we have our archers post up and shoot from up here. These guys.
Move! Troops! Soldiers! Move! Right! You heard that, lad?
Move! Let's actually not have them move there.
Stand your ground! Stand back! Troops! Move!
We'll go ahead and put them back up where they were. Oh, whoops.
Soldiers! Skate formation! Skate formation! Forward! Loose formation!
Alright, I'm totally botching all of this.
Forward!
Should have just left them where they were. Alright, go ahead and move these guys. Okay. And then we'll have this group go back to line so they don't get wrecked by that cavalry. We'll have these guys push up here. Okay, so let's go mess with this cavalry a little bit.
Horsemen! Infantry! Fire at will! Infantry!
Have them pull up a little bit more, and then let's have these guys kind of push more this way. We really don't want them messing with our archers and stuff. Okay. Okay, so we're going okay. Ooh, okay, that really hurt. Alright, let's have these guys retreat further up. Okay, we're doing okay.
Footmen! Attack! Soldier crew! Kill them all!
Oof. Alright, we swing too slow to do anything. But we did win. We suffered some casualties in our, like, you know, square formation, which was expected, but... all in all, not bad. Infantry is replaceable. Okay, let's just kind of use our shield. See if we can't knock some of these guys down, slow them down a little bit. For our other guys, catch up. Look at that banner bearer. Really getting in the fight. Oof. Knock that guy. Okay, slowing him down a little bit more. Kind of clear him out. Yeah, the day was lost for you guys. There we go. We stopped them before he could get to the retreat. Excellent. Alright, so we ended up losing 19 guys. So not bad, considering what? They outnumbered us like 170 to 120 or so. So pretty successful, all in all. Killed 100 of them. I think we had like a 5 times death ratio. Okay, that's kind of gay. And then we'll take him. Take him. We'll take all of these guys. And cool. Then we'll take some of these guys. Just grabbing up everybody we can right now. Okay, so now if we go back over here, we're gonna get rid of the Battanian horseman dudes. And get rid of the low tier guys. And then we'll recruit who we can recruit. We will upgrade everybody we can upgrade. And then... get rid of that guy. Okay, no of those guys. Okay, so now let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of that guy. Get rid of those guys. And let's get rid of... yeah. It's fine. We'll take everything and then see if anybody needs upgrades. So looks like a lot of our people needed upgrades, at least for that person. Okay, so all in all, not bad. Tactics are working. You know, we are not completely inept like we were before. So there's that. And then... okay, not bad. And then let's go ahead and get rid of all that. And then keep that stuff to smelt down. Why not? And then... Ooh, I think these... Nope, I guess they can't be used for civilian stuff. Okay, and then... Let's go ahead and get rid of cheaper stuff. I kind of like that shield. Okay, and then anything over here? Nope. Okay, did we get any? No, we didn't. Okay. Nice, 7,000 experience. That's good. All right, not bad. Infantry. So let's see if we can take these guys. I feel like we can also beat them. Let's go ahead and save again. Do have to leave. So we'll beat these guys up and then we will call it for this stream. Am I healthy enough to fight? I think so. Oh, they're running from us now. Interesting. Oh no, let's not do that. Well, that sucks. Well, at least we got one big fight going, but I did lose... Well, I guess in the grand scheme of things, I really didn't lose that much influence, because I spent 200 to declare war, and then I got about 100 back, so... Still kind of sucks, though. But now we're getting free money from them, so that's cool at least. But bummer, dang. Let's take these guys. And then... And then I guess we'll call it for that one. Hopefully these guys are recruiting up. Then we can call them to our party. Nope, those are all the low tier guys. Varchek, Sturgia. Oh, but culture is Britannia. Okay, that's what we want. So we can get the Utes. Grab a little bit more, and then we'll probably... Wait, those sturgeon. Darn. Alright, so we got some more of the Britannian dudes, which is good. And then let's go ahead and make our way back towards our fleet. And I think we got more money out of it, which is nice, but, you know, we still need some more money. But, you know, we were able to organize our companions pretty good. We were able to win that battle. Unfortunately, we pieced out with them before we really got to do anything, which is kind of a bummer, but, you know, it is what it is. And then we have set up these guys for their own parties. And hopefully they can build up enough troops to make it where we can call them next time to war so we can actually do some stuff. But I feel like that's probably where we are going to call it today. All right, well, hopefully you guys have a happy new year and, you know, have fun tonight. Shoot off some cool fireworks and whatnot. But, yeah, unfortunately, I got to get ready to go to my own New Year's Eve party. So I'm going to have to dip out early. But it was a fun stream, hopefully, for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed. You know, if you liked it, you know, feel free to give us a follow or subscribe wherever you're watching. That would be most helpful and most beneficial. And, you know, if I don't see y'all, then maybe on the next one. I should be streaming tomorrow, so hopefully you guys come back for that one. We should do a little bit more companion stuff. Maybe we'll try doing some blacksmithing to get some better gear in regards to like weapons and stuff. But all in all, that's kind of the game plan. So hopefully you guys enjoy that short little stream. And yeah, see y'all on the next one.